Hello everybody, this is Sonya. I'm in Australia and I'm going to do some more work on this piece. It is all lace. I'm doing a crazy patchwork lace piece. When I was looking here a while ago, I noticed that this little bead's a little bit higher than it should be, so I'm going to go in there. I'll get a piece of thread and I'm going to stitch it back down a bit. Maybe when I did it, I did not pull my thread through there tight enough, and therefore it lifted up a bit. So we're going to fix that, okay. And I'm going to leave that like that. So we've got to... oh dear, we're in Australia and it's raining again. We thought we lived in a really bit of an arid... Where we are out here, we're in the hot part of the world, of Australia. Well, not too bad, but it is supposed to be warm this time of year, I think. Okay, so yesterday, or the other day when I did this, I did that piece there, which I had a bit of a struggle with, but that's okay, because I can get on with it now anyway. Different day, maybe I'll feel a bit better about sewing it. Right, so this has got a bit of a incident, hasn't it? There's a piece coming. Oh, it looks awful lot wonkier than that to me when I looked at it just a minute ago. The top is the same width as there. Oh yeah, it's just how it looks sideways. Anyway, this bit here might be too wide. There we go. We need to cut a bit off this. This is what's occurring here. Okay. Right. There's nothing worse than something being a skew whiff and it just balks you really bad, doesn't it? Still doesn't look properly, but anyway, I'll figure it out how to fix it before the thing's finished. Now, I've got this to do, so let's fix this bit here. I do have another one of those little blue things that is the right colour for this piece. What did I do with that? He popped away from me. He did, he took off. Okay. Right. Unless it's sitting here and I can't see it. Yeah, it's underneath it. So I tried to put this on yesterday. Yes, I tried to put that on there and it would not go because the bead that I put on the top wasn't big enough to settle it down. So let's put this here. Needs a little bit of a... I'll come up through the back. I've got a bead needle and I have a knot in my cotton. Right. Now I need a big bead to put in that, well, reasonably sized one so it won't pull right through to the other side. Because there's a hole in there that's a good size hole, so I wonder if that'll go. I think that'll go through there. Wait a minute. I've got those. They can't be right down the bottom over there, surely. I'll find something here without looking down the bottom of that. I have to. Here we go. Look, we've got some stuff in here. I hope everybody's having a good day and doing a bit of stitching. A few of you have said that you're learning and you're going really well. Debbie, come on, stitch away there. She's doing a little bit of stitching, she says, slowly. Then a few others too. I can't mention you all because I don't remember your names, and I really appreciate everything that you do for me, and by subscribing to my channel and leaving your likes and your comments. It has done really good for my channel. Thank you so much. It has done a really good job. You're doing that for me. Of all these years that I've been here, on here. So that would work, but he's the wrong colour. So I need him to be a different colour, and I don't have one that's that size. I might keep that dish there though, because I want to get something out of there in a minute. How about a pink one out of here? Size of these, let me see. Hope they're not too big. Where are you? There you go. That looks nice, doesn't it? That's a pretty one. So you just want to go through the bead, back down through your flower, and then out the back. Okay? I'm trying to keep these nice pretty colours on this. I am. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this yet. Maybe it'll be a bag. It could be a cover, but I think I might have too much work on it for that. you never know. Let me see. Oh, goodness, it might be a cover. It could be a nice journal cover if I made one that size. Anyway, because I've got to get to and make them bags. Hubby came in the room today and he wasn't very pleased. He didn't say much. He just said, "Oh dear, look what you've done to that." I said, "All right, darling, just has to be picked up and put back in the shelf." That's what I said to him. He was okay. He wasn't upset. He was sort of, he didn't get angry, but he was, I suppose you can't blame him. We did work really hard to help me, but it's been a long time since we've done it. And everything I pick up, I just put down next to me, and he gets stuff down for me, and it goes next to me because I can't lift it up at the time when I'm doing things. Now I've got my foot feels. Oh dear, sorry about this. I've been sitting here for a really long time today. Been doing a bit. So, but then I always come back to these and I can't help it because I need to finish them, and they're not going to finish if I don't do them. And if you don't really want to watch yet another episode of Sonya doing this, well, I'm sorry, you might have just turned me off. Okay, if you really want to. Right, so let's see what else I can put on. I need to do some more stitches, but I want to put something this green. Let's finish this one up here first. So I've got my bead needle and I'm going to do a few beads. Or I could do a bit of stitching, but I think I'll do beads because that's pretty wide. And I think I'm going to put beads on here. I might do those pretty mauve ones. They're the pink ones I got yesterday, weren't they? Let me see in here. Wait a minute. This is an ice tray, but I like it because it's I might even use these. See these things here. Them gold ones are cool, aren't they? I like them. Will they show up on this? Not really. Oh, a little bit. They do. Maybe I could do a little flower on this or something. Yeah, that's what I'm going to make. I'm going to do a flower. Okay, so we need enough of them to make a circle, right? And they won't be that colour because you're not going to be able to see it. So we'll go with something out of here, I think. I might use them apricot sort of ones. Better put the top back on this. I've gone all over the place here with this morning. Sorry about that noise. Have to close it. Otherwise there'll be beads everywhere. There'll be beads for miles. There's people still out there doing whippersnipper and mowing and whatever. We'll be doing it for days, I suppose. So it feels like the weekend because they're doing that. Okay, so let's do some flowers. Oh dear, I'm sorry about this. I'm just going to have to shift my leg. It gets into a bit of a predicament. I do. Just sneaking a drink of water too while I'm at it. Now, I'm going to use these ones here, I think. I'm going to use them. Right. I might just get out a few more. Then I'm going to have in the centre of those, I could do a white, couldn't I? Really, yeah, I like the white because it's got a nice little glow to it. I'm going to just put that many there and close this because it'll turn into bead soup, won't it? If I don't put it down. Didn't put it back where I got it from. It wouldn't have fit in there anyway. I'm sort of coming into the, what's the name, same colours as that, aren't I? Okay, so we'll do the middle one first. And wait a minute, I'm going to make it a little bit higher where I'm going to put the middle one. Just put another stitch in there. We have a bead needle and we have grey cotton. Goes with everything for me, I reckon. See? It does. Really suits, like you can put it on it. And you can use white, but then it's very stark. Okay, so beads for the centre. You've seen me make these many times. And then around the outside, we want to put one of these little circles. And I've got 4. Might need 5, I think. Might need 5. Do I need 5? Yes, I do. I need another one. Okay. I should find something different to show you without putting beads on, but there's lots of ways you can do it. So, wait a minute, push that on there. I need another one. Do you think I need another one? Yep, I do. Goodness, there's 6 beads on now. And then I'm going to go back in the first one and around in through all of them again while it's getting hooked up. Patience, you need patience to do this, okay, because things will happen, like you will get hooked up. You will get hooked up because we're doing a lot of... now make sure you go in the right way and go around in these beads here, all of them, to pull it to a circle. Hopefully it will go into a circle. It's probably because it's even, it might start to go skew if I don't know. Come on, just go around in there, Sonya. Now that is a lot easier way than what you would do if you were doing one bead at a time. It's better to thread them all on and then do that, and then go back over each piece of thread in between each bead, okay, to make sure it's holding it down. Where the 2 beads have got the thread going through the centre here. See there? You go up through there and you go down the other side of the thread, so you're holding your bead down. And I do like the idea that the middle one is sitting up with the little hole in the top. It makes it look a bit different, doesn't it? It's not... oops. And just go around each one. I probably missed one, I think, but it doesn't matter. As long as you've got it sewn down good, it's okay. Wait a minute, where's my thread? Oh, dear, I pulled it off. Okay, righto. Isn't that pretty? That's really pretty. I hope you can see this. Don't know how people watch their videos on your phones, but it's up to you, I guess. You might be able to see better than me. So get down in there, and that way you've got hold of it, okay? It's not going to go wobbling around all over the place. We've got him down there. Okie dokie. Now do another one. Now I don't know if I'm going to put it there though. We'll put something different in there, right? Because that might be a tiny bit too close. We'll do it over here. I'm going to make a back stitch. When I come up through there, I'm going to make a back stitch to make sure that the beads are not going to be pulled up too tight. So, you know, from either side. Now, I'm going to make that one lay down too because I want it to. By just going into the top of it again. So hooked around that little blue thing. Okay, now we can put this... I might have to do it on this side too. It's not going to play the game like the other one did. It sits really nice. Because it's sitting nice, we're going to make the rest of them do it, don't we? I don't know, now 6 beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 beads. Okie dokie. Is that going to be enough? Only just. If you do too many, it won't look right. So now you want to go through the first one, like that. Through your first bead. It did look like there was enough room for another one, but there wasn't. There wasn't enough room for another bead. Otherwise they're going to be too big. If I can pull that up, keep going around in here. Put it over there. Which way am I going? Come this way. Hope I didn't start going. I might have went back to front on one of them, I don't know. Hope not. We'll keep going this way then. We can control this. We've got the ability to hang on to these. Does it have to turn around on me? It could have had another bead in there, you know. Wait a minute. I'm going to push it down through. I'm going to hang on to it there. See if I can get control of this thing. Okay. Down in there. So there is enough room. I could add another bead, but I can too now still. I can still do that, and that's really weird, isn't it? But that's probably because this middle bead might be a little bit bigger than the other one. Oh, look at that. That's a little ball. That's not a bead at all. A bit. Now, where am I? Where did I come out at? No, I don't want to be there. I want to put it, go through there, and put the bead in here. Does it will fit in there? Another one. And then go around in here again. That's better. And take it through the back. Well, that's pretty. That looks nice, doesn't it? I do like that. And you know, I've stitched this one in the middle 3 times and it still won't stay down. I'm going to go and get it again. I'm going to have to go and stitch it another time because it's going to have to do what it's supposed to, isn't it? Just stubborn bead, that one. Oh dear. Come on. You wicked thing. And it's hiding down in the hole. It's going to go down in the hole. It's going to hide from me now. Hope I got it all fastened on there properly. It was a big job, I see, getting it on there. I've stitched that so many times and it still won't stay tipped over. As you can see, I've put so many stitches in there. Go back down in there. Please stay where you are, please. Oh, look at it, still tipping over. Oh, do it then, I don't care. Look, sit like that, I don't care. You're in there, you're not going to go anywhere, are you? I'll have to put this. That was weird. That bead did not want to go that way, that bead. Right. You little rotter. Anyway, let's put something. I wonder if I can turn this one over too now so it won't look so wrong. I might have to put a piece of thread through that. See if I can get it to lay like that way. Oh dear. Anyway, don't think I've got anything interesting to talk about. I can't think of anything interesting. Same things are going. It won't be long before Christmas, I suppose. Hope everybody's having a nice place to go for Christmas. And I don't go anywhere. I haven't been anywhere for years. I stay home. My daughter's partner, he said I could go there to him, and I don't think so. This is my home, and this is home, and I think kids are supposed to come home until the parents can't cope with it anymore or something. I don't know. When I say kids, they don't want to do anything Christmas anyway. They don't want to travel the day, Christmas Day, and that's okay. I don't blame them. So that's fine. And I'm not going to go travelling because I can't. I haven't been for years, and I don't think I should attempt it. But anyway, you never know. You never know. But I'm not going anywhere. Me and Jeremy are staying home. We are. We're going to have our own. Me and Jeremy and the cat. And then the dog, she'll have a lovely time, but she loves Christmas too, I suppose. But she gets all the food, which is not good, so we probably have to... Actually, she shares it with the cats, too. There's a couple of cats coming into our scrap thing up the back of the garden, what do you call compost thing. And they come there, and the birds love it here. They sit out on the back lawn and wait for Jeremy to throw away the old seed from the other birds that we own, the ones we have in cages, I mean. And then they sit out there. The pigeon, they're sitting there like it's okay for him too. The other day when I come in, I thought, oh, okay, well, you want to be friends, that's fine. Won't shoo the birds. I won't shoo the birds away. There's no way in the world would I do that. And the big, them crows are big, aren't they? a couple of them come back to visit. They were born across the road, I'm sure, because there was big trees over there once, and the Crow family used to come over there every year. The Crow family used to come back every year and make more babies, and it was really cool, you know. We knew the Crow family. Jeremy reckons these probably ones are descendants of them that come here and have their little food up the back. And one of them flew away with a bun one day, he said. An old bun that we'd thrown out. And it's all right, because it all goes back to the world, doesn't it? If you don't use it, it goes back in the compost heap, or the little animals can get it, and it helps everybody. The dog's fed anyway, but she still likes what's up there in the scrap bucket. But she doesn't really eat a lot of it. She spends a lot of time trying to find somewhere to bury it and go on crook, because she can't find anywhere to put it. You know? But anyway. And she'd probably be up there looking at something, and there'll be a cat there, and she won't do anything about the cat unless you see her, and then she does, you know. She just probably thought, you know, she'd be friends, and then she's got to chase the cat if you look at her, even though we don't tell her to. So I think, I'm sure they get fed at their house, but some of them probably need a little bit more. Don't know how it works. I don't think there's many. There's a couple here around about, but people we know own one of them anyway. I don't know about the other one. House is not allowed outside. No way in the world do I want some dog to eat him or something. We'd just as likely to jump over a fence where there was a dog and it'd have him. Because he hasn't been brought up in the big outdoors. He's been raised inside for 5 years, so I don't know if I told you, but I forgot his birthday. It was in September. I'm not happy with myself, and I bet you he's not happy with me either. I'm going to buy him a new scratching pole tomorrow, if it's not raining. I'll go up the street and buy him a new scratching post. He's really wrecked the one he's got out there. He believes when he scratches the post, Jeremy will open the door, and that's how it's been working now for years. He goes over to the post and scratches it as if, say, I'm going to go out now, and then Jeremy gets up and lets him out, and won't it be good when we don't have to do that, and we can leave the door open when the weather's a lot better. Now I'm going to go over to this one here, and I'm going to do a back stitch there, and I'm going to get a bead for the centre. And this one here I put 7 on it. So I'll do that on this one too. Right, now what do I do with the box? Here it is. Hang on to it, Sonya. Oh, which ones did I get? Those or those? Can somebody just tell me? I think it's these ones, isn't it? No, they're not. It's not them at all. It's that one there, isn't it? If I drop it in there, I can't see it. That's it. That's a way of finding out, I suppose. What's this box? Okay. Two, three, 4, 5. That's the wrong colour. 6. There's a lot of people in the town too that do gardens, and they must be doing a big job these days because there are mowers out there going all the time. That's a good thing though. They get good work, so that's good for them. Isn't it? All right. Nobody's ever mowed our lawn except for Jeremy, well, before we came here, and since we've lived here, and one time I did, when he was really sick, and he was watching me, and yes, well, only because he was really sick. He had pneumonia, and he was a chronic asthmatic, and now he doesn't have asthma anymore. He told himself he wasn't having that. And then I said to the doctor, now, is that possible? And he said, yes. Jeremy was so determined to get himself away from the table where he had the puffer sitting for about 3 weeks. He was scared to leave them because he was worried, and he didn't, and it was a long time ago. It was about the same time as our daughter was born. It actually was the same time that our youngest daughter was born. And he decided then, after a while, he said, I'm not going to be asthmatic anymore. And it actually did, he did fix him. He's not, and it's the most strangest thing. But the doctor said it is possible. He said, because I asked him, I said, because it worried me. And he's never had an asthma attack, and I hope he don't ever do that either. But he just wasn't going to be asthmatic anymore. It was brought on by pneumonia because he had pneumonia really bad. And, well, it's bad, I suppose. It's bad. You get pneumonia is a bad thing anyway, but he used to get a fair bit when he was young. He spent a lot of time in hospital with pneumonia when he was a little kid. But he gets out and he gets a lot of exercise and he's out in the fresh air, so it's really good for him, I suppose. And if he doesn't want to have asthma, he doesn't have to, does he? I'm going to put another bead in here. You've probably seen me doing that, eh? Look, I added another bead to that because I didn't think it was enough. It looks like it had a bit of a space in it. It didn't need that. There you go. Oh, it's a bit skew-whiff. He's all right though. I'll put a roll of thread round through it and see if I can fix it up a bit. I don't want to leave it like that. It's just a bit wobbly. You can manoeuvre these things and manipulate them really well, hopefully, with the thread. Just keep going back round through them. So you can pull it in so it looks a bit more of a shape, hopefully. Oh, well, I suppose I better go and do lunch. Well, eat it. I'm going to have a salad, I think. I'll have a bit of a salad or something, on a bit of toast or something like that. Well, salad sandwich thing, but I like mine toasted. I know that probably sounds silly, but I don't really like having bread that's not toasted for some reason. Only one Jeremy cooks, and I haven't been able to get him to cook me a loaf of bread for a long time. But he's busy doing other things, he's busy. So I better not nag him. Rightio. So we've done that today. We've got a bit more done, haven't we? So, and it looks really nice, doesn't it? I think I need some more over this way though to blend it all in, make it come across there and look really good. If you're sick of watching this, just tell me and I'll put something else up. I mean, I've been putting these ones up, we're doing these crazy patchwork now for days, I think, or for over a fair while, and I'm hoping you're not getting sick of watching it, because if you need to tell me. I don't want to be boring you with things. I might do some more ribbon work on this. I've got some purple here, some mauve here somewhere that I had a while ago. What did I do with that? It was hanging around here, because I hadn't put it away properly. And I put it somewhere and thought, I could put some of that on there later. And now I can't see it. I can see a blue one. Oh, here it is. Look. Oh, don't tell me I unrolled that. Did I have it rolled up? No, I didn't. Didn't unroll it. Found some lids the other day of them containers, and now I don't know where the containers are. Geez, I'm bright. Well, I'm not being silly now, because I really am not worried about not being able to find them, because I know they're here somewhere. I'm all being silly, aren't I, Sonya? Yes. So I might put some of this here, this nice piece of purple on there. But I'm going to go now, and I'll come back and I'll show you that later, okay? Because I do like a bit of a ribbon put on, like I did a apricot piece on the other bit I was doing. Plus I can do some more of those. I've done those, and I hope I put up the video when I made those leaves, because I think they look really cool. I might put some more up here. Some leaves and that around that bit. Throw on some more things around there. There's still a lot of work to go on this. don't know what I'm going to do with it, because I don't think I want to make it into a bag. And then a book is probably not a, I don't know, it could be a cover, a bit flash, but it could be a nice cover, couldn't it? Nothing wrong with having the flash thing. Now, I could take a bit off this part, because it was too tall, I suppose. Put that on a journal. I don't like it, it's not straight. I'll cut that up there so it'll look a bit better. Maybe I can even take a bit off there too. Make it so it's... Oh, this looks really good on a journal, hasn't it? Oh, yes. Which part would be the front, though? It's all too good. You know, like, I mean, you'd use both. Anyway. Never mind. Thank you for watching. Talk to you later. Please do a like for me, or the thumbs up thing, or whatever it is, and you know, just say good day or whatever you want to do, and I'll talk to you later. Have a good day. Stay safe and have a bit of a stitch along, okay? Talk to you later. Bye-bye.